some reason you did have access to a university or college library, you could get access to some of the paid databases that are available. There are hundreds of databases that specialize in different types of research. What I'm going to do now is show you how to run some of the advanced search techniques you learned in Module 3 in a database called Academic Search Complete. These tools and tips that you're going to see right now are ones that you can use in any database that you run into and that you're using. What you need to do is look at things like the help documentations to see what type of advanced search tools they have available. Alright, so we're going to do environment, and you'll notice that it starts to populate some well-known or well-used searches. This will be, the asterisk will give you environment, environments, environmental. Okay, so in this search what I'm doing is I'm using the asterisk to get unlimited characters after the letters here. So in this case these are both T and this one is an A. I'm also using OR in case I want to specify a specific geographic area. And when I run my search I have 1,800 results. I can see Sub-Saharan Africa comes in. African, so the asterisk did help because I did get African. And what we can do is limit on the side. I don't want magazines or newspapers right now. I want scholarly academic journals. And a lot of these databases will have these types of limiters, either on one of the sides or at the top. Another common way to limit is by year. So in this case, I'm going to go to the last 10 years. So I've been able to eliminate about 500 results. The other thing I can do is take a look at some of the subjects that are listed. And there's a show more here, so make sure that you look for the show more. Alright, so this is in relation to climate change. So that was something I had not added to my search. So this is an example where looking at some of the subject terms can actually help you narrow down. So it's telling me there's 258 articles that not only have the words that I searched, but also include the term climate change. I'm going to see if there's any more. I don't really see anything else that kind of deals with climate change, so I'm going to update my search. And as I look through my results, I can see that the full text is available right in the database. If I'm in my college or university and that article is not in this database, I have a link out to see if it's available at my home institution. In this case, I'm at the University at Buffalo. If you were in your university or college, you would see a link out to your university or college's website. So let's take a look at this one. I wasn't immediately thinking of human movement, but it is interesting. It gives me an abstract. It highlights in bold where my terms are coming up. Now you see in this example, using the OR had really helped because Kenya is listed here. Africa is not, but Kenya is. Had I not used Kenya, I might not have gotten this particular article. The asterisk was also helpful because in this case it's environmental and not environment. The other thing that you're going to want to do is take a look at the subject terms that are listed within the record. There could be more ways that you might want to limit yourself down. So in my case, I found the subject term climate change, but now there's this whole notion of immigration and migration that I might want to take a look at. Now be aware, I can always add to my search and put in a term like migration. Okay, so I'm using this one and I can run a new search. And now this is fantastic because I've ended up with something called drought displacement. So that's a term I had not heard of before. So instead of doing a search for drought, I might do a search for drought displacement. So let's go in and take a look at this article. Full text is right here. Again, here is the abstract or the summary. Here's a subject term of human migration. Oh, and once again, you can actually add items that you find to a folder. Go back to your results list. So these are some of the things that your free and open databases may not necessarily give you, is the option to do things like save, drought-related human movement, again in Kenya. They're using the same term, immigration and immigration, climate change. So this is an example where I started out with really 3 terms: environment, drought, and Africa. And by using advanced search techniques like the Boolean OR and the truncation symbol asterisk, and then following within the results to the subject terms, I was able to get a lot better list, a more refined and relevant list to the topic that I was looking at. So this is some of the things that you can do in an academic database that you can't necessarily do in a free and open database.